Alright, starting now. Alright. Now that we have been started, let's get it on. Second. No, second. Sorry, I'm Yo, why my name orange? That's pretty weird. Alright. Now let's go. Oh. Oh, wait. That's an accident. Yes, leave. Oh man, give me a sec. I accidentally started the game all over. I'll cancel. Let's open up Steam. For some reason. Okay. Play. Come on, come out, come out. Magus. It's not mages, it's magus. And from here we go to load. Load. Then we go to Dogma Horizon. Dogma Event Horizon. Man, I have not voiced in forever. Oh, I should probably get some water. That would probably be a good idea to help my throat, you know? Honestly, I thought it was 9 already. I was like, I just started stream. It's already 9. No. Alright. No, I'm a goblin. Why is the audio cutting out? That's what I want to know. Is my internet so bad that it's dying? No way, bro. Okay. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Mayuri 2 seems pleased by the increase of lab mems.
Now that...
Alright, let me get some sip of water. Either that or I find an actual... someone actually voiced this for me. Right? Back. Alright, I forgot to do the thing that I was supposed to do this entire time. So why is it doing that? Okay, let's click on... Is it... C? No. Not C. It's... Right click? Yes. Configure. To... Why is it like the audio corrupting? That's what I want to know. Alright, whatever. Alright, give me a sec. Wait a minute. You're not supposed to be here. Alright. Give me a sec. Bring up. Oh, her number 2. Yuri. Come on, man. You know you gotta do what you gotta do. Do. Oh my god, that scared me.
It's punishment time!
I did it to myself and I still got scared. I'm so dumb. Like, Heike? Loki? Try and make it... Wait a minute. Sorry. I'm having, Yikes. Yeah, sure. Let's go for it. Wait, where is it? Ah! Alright. Alright.
Now that there's 8 lab mems, she thinks it's getting a little cramped in here. First, we didn't have enough chairs.
The sofa has room for 2. Then there's Daru's personal desk chair. And are the only chairs in the lounge. There are some pipe chairs in the development room, but they need to stay there.
I should buy more. Do we have money, Okarin?
New chairs will take all my savings. Then I need to get a part-time job again.
I guess you can use some of my salary.
No, Mayuri, stop using your salary to pay for my It's so sad. He's leeching off her.
We need a new microwave too. Otherwise I can't warm my juicy chicken #1.
Yeah, sorry about that. Cutting off Mayuri's chicken supply might actually kill her. But Mayuri, when we turn over the time leap machine, the reward money will solve all the problems.
Will it be enough to pay for chairs and a microwave on top of the higher rent?
It'll be enough. More than enough.
Wow, that's great, Okarin!
Why are you so happy? Give me a sec. Where is my audio? Okay, there it is.
Just look, we've made so many friends. That there's Dada-kun, Chris-chan, Luka-chan, Suzu-chan, Micah-san, Teddy-san, Brown-san, Nara-chan, and more.
She gazes wistfully into the distance.
In the spring, when you started this lab, you seemed so lonely. But now you're fine. You don't need me to be your hostage anymore.
What do you mean? What do you mean? I tried and asked, but before I could finish. An urgent news bulletin appears on the TV. The subtitles read terrorist bomb threat suspended. Yamanote Sobu. Keihin Toku Alliance.
A bomb threat?
Hang on! Those lines all past Rakiba! How is Mayushi gonna get home?
Oh, yeah, I should go home.
Oh no, it's gonna start! No! Sorry, you don't know what's gonna happen, but I know exactly what's gonna happen because I'm telling you how to predict. Sorry, I am panicking because, yeah, it's not good at all. A bomb threat? I don't know why, but I got a bad feeling about this. Yeah, you should. Only the lines past Akiba are suspended, as if that were the target. Wait, could it be it? Could the bombs be at Akiba Station? I get a cold feeling in my stomach.
Okabe Rintaro, I need to know. You've completed the timing machine, right?
Huh? Well, yeah.
Okay. I just remembered I got something to do. I'm going out.
Bruh, she's just gonna tip us because she knows what's gonna happen. It comes to the future, blah, blah. Bruh. Susa leaves the lab without another word.
What's wrong with her?
Suzuka's acting strange. Is it related to the bomb threat? Why did she just ask about the time leap machine? Something occurred to me. The 2 threatening emails I received. They're watching you. You know too much. Who sent them? And there's more. Words and flashy images flash through my head. CERN. The LHC. Jellyman. The C program. Government secrets. The organization. Men in Black. The Committee of 300. The Time Leap Machine. What did Kurisu say?
We may have created a monster here.
Wait.
We may have created a monster here.
Taken separately, each of those elements was insignificant. If I consider them part of a single line, they all point to one inescapable truth. We've come too far. Fear seizes my heart, an icy grip. I feel anxiety eat in my brain. I can't breathe, even though it's hot and humid. My body shivers. Should we run? Get out of here while we still can? We can't use the trains. What about the subway? Would a taxi be better? No one's saying anything. No one's doing anything. What should we do? Suddenly, there's a softness against my hand. I look down to see Mayuri's hand holding mine, but I look up and I see worry written on her face. It's okay. I'm just being paranoid. It's all a coincidence. Tomorrow, we'll get rid of the time leap machine, and we can forget all of this happened. Pretend it was all a dream. We never invented a time machine. We don't need money. As long as we can forget about today and welcome tomorrow. We'll be okay, won't we? But my anxiety won't go away. I look over Mayuri's head. at the entrance of the lab. The door is unlocked. Anyone could just waltz it. I hear sirens wailing a few streets away. A bomb threatened Nakiba in an uproar. Yet here, the corner of Akiba is so quiet. Mairi squeezes my hands in her warm, slender fingers. I squeeze back. Sorry. I got jump scared, and that wasn't even a jump scare. Oh my god. The next thing I know, the door slams open. 5 men bust in the lab. Their movements are swift and sure, professional, and each of them is carrying a gun. They spread in just inside the door and aim their weapons at us. It all happened so fast, no one had the time to scream. The men are foreigners, a mix of races dressed casually in colorful shirts and shorts or jeans, with their arms and thick muscles, and their eyes are hard and cold as ice. 2 of them are holding pistols, the other have assault rifles. AK-47, Akiba? Is this a kind of joke? This thing is certain these guys aren't tourists. Hands in the air, no one move! A dark-skinned, crew-cut man barks an order. It feels like I'm dreaming. Did I fall asleep watching an action movie? It's the first time so many people have gathered in this room. Suddenly the lab feels small. What an odd thing to be thinking at a time like this. If first you obey his Daru, then Carissa raises her hands, then me, last is Mairi, silence. Time seems to grind at a halt. The men say nothing, but their guns remain steady, muzzled pointed at us. On the TV, a comedian laughs. What is this? Are we at a candid camera? Then I hear a new sound come from outside. The sounds of high heels. The woman is coming up the stairs. Are these men waiting for her? Is she the leader? A woman in battle-hardened commando leads the beauty woman. It's like something out of a manga. Nothing seems real, long before the woman appears. Kiryu? Waka? The part-time editor? The male timid shining finger? Who is never seen without her phone? At number 005. Waka? She's their leader? The least imposing woman I've ever met. Even now she doesn't meet my stare. Her eyes are aimed down on the floor. What's going on here?
Moeka-san? We're taking the time machine.
As always, her words are verbally audible. It's ridiculous, laughable, and yet I can't laugh. My heart is a jackhammer in the chest. The insides of my mouth is drier than a desert. I stay still with my hands in the air.
Makisekirisu, Okaberintaro, Ashidairu, and the 3 of you will come with us.
I don't understand. Why is Moeka here? I don't know, but I have to ask. What's going on here?
I can't answer that.
This is a joke, right? Moeka shakes her head.
You don't need to know. You can't resist. Come with us.
Where? No reply. She doesn't intend to answer that either. Dangerous. These guys are dangerous. Look at their guns. Nothing can happen if we go with them. I try to refuse, but my voice catches in my throat. I can't stop staring at their guns. Are they real? They're not starting to shoot, are they? I'm not good anywhere until you answer.
You can't refuse. You have nowhere to run. We have men stationed throughout Akihabara.
Wait. Something clicks in my head. It was them. They sent a bomb threat that stopped the trains. Why? To keep us here? Just for that?
don't want to hurt anyone. The three of you come with us. Why?
Kiritsu has kept silent until now. She finally opens her mouth.
Why just the three of us?
That's when she realized that Mayuri wasn't included. Marcus demands she only wants Kiritsu, Daru, and me.
I'm not answering your question. Come with us. It's your only choice.
We're not going anywhere. Oh, Ukuri! Daru's voice is shaking. I turn my head to look at him, his deadly pale. Don't you think we should do what she says? But unless she tells me the reason. I see, I have no idea what to do. My heart is still fluttering in my chest. This seems more like a dream than reality. I'm not a military otaku. I've never seen a real gun. The black shine of the weapon looks somehow tacky. The lack of impose feels you expect. I'd believe her if she told me they were fake. Mayuri suddenly speaks up.
Markson, you're a lab member too, aren't you?
It's as if Mayuri's asked my question for me. Moeka was a strange woman, but I welcomed her and as a lab member all the same. What is she thinking right now? In answer... Oh shit! Moeka pulls the gun from her belt and points it at us. I realize that Moeka isn't holding her phone. This is the first time I've seen her without it. Not that it matters now. Moeka's gun hand is trembling. Is the situation affecting her too? Must be. She's terrified of talking to people.
Our mission is to silence you.
Silence us?
Your refusal to come will change nothing.
Does that mean she plans to kill us? Why? What do we do? Who sent you? Who are you people?
We...
Moeka suddenly lifts her head. For perhaps the third time since I've known her, she looks straight at me. Her eyes are dark and empty.
are from CERN.
CERN? M4! The dark-skinned man speaks up. Is he ordering Moeka? What's your tongue? Moeka hangs her head again. In my head, I replay the words she just spoke. CERN. They're from CERN? Why CERN? Of course, who else would it be?
Come with us, now.
Moeka raises her voice in frustration.
If you continue to resist, I will have to resort to extreme measures.
Moeka slowly raises her gun. She points the muzzle at... Mayuri! The whole body instantly goes cold.
Sheena Mayuri is not needed.
Stop! I let you, Moeka, but the dark-skinned matters faster. Oh, just got punched out. Yikes. Something strikes my chin with crushing force. The shock numbs my entire body. Stars explode behind my eyes. I fall to my knees, powerless to stand. Welcome, welcome. Oh my gosh. Everything goes dark. What happened? Did he hit me with the butt of his rifle?
Okay.
I look up. Mayuri's face streaked with tears. He has to reach away as if begging for help. Over her shoulder, I can see Moeka ready her gun. He looks so sad, even though she's like, kind of.
Mayuri, no!
I try to yell stop, and my voice catches my throat. Nothing comes out but a pitiful wheeze. Someone, anyone, please, stop her. Stop Moeka. Moeka's lips move. She's mumbling something.
For CERN, for FB, for CERN, for Facebook.
Her mouth opens and closes robotically. My blood curls. No. A sharp, dry crack splits the air. Time slows to a crawl. Moeka pulls the trigger. Blood spills from Myra's forehead. The splash across my face, wet and warm. Her delicate, frail body falls towards me. I catch her. Her body limp, like a puppet with no strings. Her head and arms dangle lifelessly. The smell of gunpowder filled my nose, and then the smell of blood. Daru clutches his head and falls to his knees, screaming at the top of his lungs. His sound jerks me back to my senses. In my arm, Mayuri takes one short, shallow breath, and then... Mayuri?
No!
She's dead. Mayuri's dead. Her face is covered in blood. Her blood stains my hands. It's warm.
You three, come with us now. No more warnings. Resist, and we'll kill you too.
I hear a voice, but I can't comprehend what it's saying. What is this? What's going on here? Is this a joke? We have created a monster here. This is a dream, right? Right? I feel nothing. My mind is blank. I shake Mayuri's shoulder. Mayuri! Wake up, Mayuri! You'll catch a cold if you sleep here. If you're tired, you can stay overnight. Or I could take you home, if you prefer. We'll ride the train back to Ikebukuro together. Like we used to ride before Dora joined, but it was just the two of us. Memories of her smile, the world through my head. 1,000 different smiles from 1,000 different occasions. If I look away, she'll disappear. She always disappears.
But now you're fine. You don't need me as your hostage anymore.
No, Mayuri. I still need you. For me. Like you always do. Greet me with your silly doo-doo. Tell me it's a lie. Tell me you're alright. Mayuri. Red flames consume my mind, an inferno of rage and hate and rage and hate and burning kill. Desire to kill everything I see. I gently lay the motionless Mayuri on the floor. I stand, and the things I fling myself at Moeka.
Okabe!
But before I can take a step, someone grabs my hand from behind.
You can't!
Let go of me! Let me go!
You can't! They'll kill you!
Moeka's gun is aimed at my head. Her finger is ready on the trigger. You're gonna kill me too!
If you resist... Please, Okabe! Do what she says, okay? Otherwise, they'll kill you too!
I tear my hand from Carusa's grip. My vision is a shadow of Moeka on the other side. She won't get away with this. She killed my hero in cold blood. I'll do the same to her.
No!
Moeka pulls the trigger. The sound of the shots smites upon my eardrums. I feel a sharp pain on the side of my head. I nearly lose my balance again. But I'm still alive. What happened? I realize that Moeka's gun is lying on her feet beside a small stone. Someone must have thrown it and knocked the gun aside.
Get down! Down, President!
God! Suddenly, Suzuha is there in the doorway, knocking one man down. In a blink of an eye, before anyone can react, she darts at another man's range and delivers a piercing elbow strike in the solar plexus. The man drops to knees, gasping for air. The remaining men turn their guns on her, but she throws and incapacitates men towards them and block their aim. She slides to the feet of the man in the rear, tripping down forward, and in a single smooth, flowing motion dives her knee into a man's face as he falls. Who the hell? A Toxian man empties his rifle, and before he could fire, Suzuha smashes and stuns the attacker's gun and shoots him. Blood spurts from the man's hand. Without pausing, Suzuha leaps in the air and delivers a soaring roundhouse kick to his jaw.
Enough.
Next thing I know, the 5 of them are down, and Moeka's gun is aimed at Suzuha's head. But Suzuha doesn't back down. Her gun is trained on Moeka's neck. It's a standoff. Neither moves. Silence returns to the room.
Who are you? 42.
Suzuha's reply makes no sense. She glances at me.
TV.
What is she saying?
Turned on. What?
Suddenly, Karusa springs up and makes a break for the development room.
Don't move! That's my line.
She suddenly realized the meaning of Suzuha's words. The 42-inch TV downstairs is on. She wants me to use a time leap machine. I looked at Mayuri's body. She's lying there quietly. Her eyes are closed, never open again. One of Suzuha's knocked out starts to groan. If they wake up, it's all over. Suzuha looks at me again. Her eyes implore me to make my move. If I used the machine, I could avert to Mayuri's death. But at the same time, I could fry my brain. Fry my brain? So what? What is there to fear? Mayuri's dead, shot in cold blood. This isn't right. I won't accept it. Then change it. Change the past. You have the power. Use it. I stagger into the development room. Crew's about to put the headgear. I pull it away from her.
Okabe.
I'm going back.
No! I should be the one to...
I grab Carissa's wrist and she tries to take it back. I stare into her eyes. Eyes wet with tears. I will save Mayuri.
But what if it fails?
I ignore him, put on the headgear. Moeka's last shots graze the side of my head. My ears are still ringing and the blood on my neck. It doesn't matter. I might fail. I might even die. But I try. It's my only chance to save Mayuri. Kurisu bites her lip and activates the X-68,000.
Okabe Ritaro! One of them is moving! Get in there, kill him!
Damn the kids! Crew cuts mad, staggers into the development room. Acting purely on instinct, I grab the future gadget number 4. Mode snake from the shelf and flick on the switch. The white smoke instantly fills the room, rendering it impossible to see.
Kill them! Ah!
Kurisu!
Are you sure? Are you sure this is really...
Do it, Kurisu! Activate the machine! The pain flares in my right arm. Was I shot? It doesn't matter. The blue-white shine through the smoke. This discharge is starting. The lights rapidly grows brighter. The floor begins to shake. The singularity is open. I crouch down, holding the headset steady with one hand. Third wave, wait for me, Mayuri. I won't die here. I'll cross through time and save you. Leave my memories. Leap to the past. Leap! To the world explodes in light. Nice animation. Dogma in Event Horizon. Mayuri. Mayuri. No matter how many times I call her name, Mayuri doesn't answer. Mayuri is in front of a grave, gazing at the sky. The grave belongs to her grandmother who died when Mayuri was 11 years old. Her parents were busy with the work, but her grandmother was the only companion. I was close to Mayuri's family, so her death was sad for me too. At the wake, I expected Mayuri to break down and cry. She didn't. Instead, she spent the whole time gazing vacantly at the grandmother's memorial portrait. 6 months went by. I advanced to middle school. So Mayuri and I had no longer commuted together. But whenever I passed the cemetery on the way home, Mayuri would always stand there. Every day, rain or shine, he would stand for hours before the grave, staring upward to see at the sky as if she could see her grandmother in heaven. In her hands, an old pocket watch. The watch that belonged to her grandmother. Mayuri always held it when visiting her grave. Mayuri. No matter how many times I called her name, Mayuri did not answer. Back then, Mayuri wouldn't talk to anyone, not to me, not even her parents. Whenever I saw her standing there, staring at the sky, I felt an uneasy grip at my heart. Her gaze so earnest, her intentions so pure, that I feared some power might grant her wish and carry her off to heaven, join her beloved grandmother. And so, to ensure that nothing like that would happen, I made sure to stop by the cemetery every day. I would stand next to the sky-gazing Mayuri and call her name. Mayuri. No matter how many times I call her, Mayuri wouldn't reply. The only sound is the lonely cemetery was the echo of my voice calling her name. It was raining that day too. Mayuri had a light blue umbrella. In contrast, the umbrella's color, the sky was glazed gray, covered in clouds. After a while, the rain stopped. Rays of light shone through gaps of clouds, a shining, beautiful sight. Remblets, rays, as they called, or sometimes the angel's ladder. Suddenly a strong wind swept through the cemetery, caught Mayuri's umbrella and carried it to the sky.
Huh?
Mayuri seemed not to notice. She kept staring at the sky, and then slowly, very slowly, she stretched her hands to the sky, as if to grasp the rays of light, as if her grandmother were reaching down to pull her up. and then she lifted herself on her toes. To me, it looked like she was floating up towards heaven. Impulsively, I grabbed Mayuri's outstretched hand and pulled her into my embrace. In retrospect, my fears were just childish fantasy, but at the time, I truly believed that Mayuri might vanish. I won't let you go. I won't let anyone take you away. I realized how embarrassing the words coming out of my mouth were. You're my hostage now. My guinea pig. It was the first excuse that came to my mind. Before my grandmother died, Mayuri and I were fans of a popular TV series of costume heroes battling evil. I particularly admired the villain, a mad scientist, having got pretty good at mimicking his lines. Now I was doing it to hide my embarrassment. I could feel my face growing red, but I kept up the madness. The mad scientist's act, all the same, nothing else. It was better than admitting my insecurities. There's no escaping me. As I said this, I realized that my ear was shaking. Oh! She whispered. It was the first time in 6 months that I had heard her speak. Her voice was choked with tears. Maya, you're a hostage. Sad when she says it. Because he's not letting, because she wants to not be alive. She wants to go with her grandmother, and then he's keeping her alive. Therefore, she's a hostage. But then I can relate with that so much because I had a similar situation, and that makes me depressed. I kept someone hostage by that, by not letting them die because I wanted them alive because they were important to me. They were. Yeah. What? Am I just Okabe? Am I really just Okabe in real life? Except not at school. I guess I'm stuck here. She smiled happily. Tears fell from her eyes. And then my buried her face in my chest. Where am I? Who am I? I can't see. I can barely think. A terrible screech fills my head, like feedback from a giant speaker. It penetrates my brain like 100 sharp needles, stabbing me right behind the eyes. I thought my brains weren't supposed to feel pain. Then there's more. I feel a shiver of pleasure beneath the pain and terrible itching, and my body is on fire. Okabe? Okabe. I want to crack open my skull and tear out my brain. I want to scrape off my soft gray matter with my fingers and eat it. Okabe? The assault on my brain is driving me crazy. Who am I? Okabe? What's wrong with you? Suddenly, the shattered pieces of the world reformed. I slowly came back to my senses. I'm at the lab, lying in front of the phone wave, and I am subject to change with the cell phone in my ear. No, not the phone wave was subject to change. Since the headgear is attached to it, it's a time leap machine. It's hard to breathe. Give me oxygen. I hear a low wheezing groan and realize it's coming from my own throat. I close my mouth, take a deep breath. The sides of my throat feel like it's burning. I resist the urge to cough and continue filling my lungs with air. I notice I'm drenching with sweat. The drops of sweat sliding down my forehead are annoying. I try to wipe them away. The back of my right hand. My hand obeys slowly. Something is off. It's like my body and my mind are totally in sync with each other. Almost as if it's really my body. As if the nerves aren't communicating properly with my extremities. I try to blink slowly. This might be my imagination. Maybe exhaustion. I haven't slept much lately. I try to move my hand again. There's no disconnect this time. This is my body.
Okabe, are you listening?
A familiar voice. I turn around slowly. Kirisu is there. She stares at me perplexed.
What was all that screaming for?
What is she talking about?
Are you sick?
I was answering, but my voice doesn't work too well. Even more bewildered, I clear my throat several times. No, I'm fine.
Then get ready to go already. We're going shopping, remember?
Shopping? Or what? I search my memories. The moment I do, images appear in my mind like a string of exploding light bulbs.
Humans are temporal beings. But now you're fine. Are you sure about this? Really?
I remember now. I used the time lift machine.
You'll remember the future.
That's right. What am I standing here around for? Where am I?
Huh?
I grabbed Karisha's shoulder and pulled her closer. What time is it now? What month? What day?
Hey, that hurts. Calm down.
How can I be calm? Shopping? You said we're going shopping? Which shopping trick is she talking about? Taru sat on his computer, staring at us open wide. Taru, what day is it? What time is it? Well, it's the 13th, it's a little past 5. The 13th, a little past 5? Did it work? Did I manage to time leap in the middle of all that chaos? Did my memories really jump through time? Did that mean I lived into my past self? Is there a chance that I was all a dream? Thinking back forward doesn't seem real. Commandos breaking into a lab, it's like something out of a Hollywood movie. At the sight of my broken blood burst into my eyes. I remember the smell of blood, the sounds of a gunshot, the weight of a headgear in my head, the pain of the bullet tearing into my arm. Karisha screaming, fighting to defend us. I remember it all vividly. I touched my arm. No bullet holes, no pain even. Was it all a dream? I don't know. I've never time this before. I can only hope it was a dream. The future was like that. It was too much to bear. I recall my last moments. My eyes filled with tears. I forced the tide of the bushes back. Where? Mayuri. I look around the lab. Kirsu, Daru's here. And I can't find Mayuri. Where's Mayuri? She left saying she was going to Lukaka's place. Weren't you listening? That's right, Maria. What's... Hey, how you doing? Steins Gate time. You with my terrible acting.
I've been here, Papyrus 3 comfy.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. I'll try better. Honestly, my throat is hurting, and I got me a mocha frappuccino from McDonald's. Because if you saw my TikToks, you see that I posted it. I went out for a walk, and I ate me some breakfast. I ate 2 biscuits and 1 McGriddle, obviously with hash brown. Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, you've been up all night. Wink, wink. Sorry.
How are you?
I'm doing good. I still need to go to sleep though. After the stream is done, I will go to bed. Hopefully. Emphasis on hopefully. That's right. Barry went to pick. Look, got her wear her costume. She won't return until the time of the party. Oh, what do I do? What do I believe? Was it a dream? Or was it real? If it's a dream, then I don't have to worry about anything. If it was real, then I need to act now. I take a deep breath. It must have been a dream. No, you stupid. There was no way something like that would really happen. It was a nightmare brought about my anxiety, and that's all. There's no logic or explanation. I just really persuade myself that it's so. And this is why. Ah, sorry. He's pissing me off. He just used a time machine, and he's like, "Oh no, that didn't happen." And then now he's deluding himself. He's in denial, and it's gonna happen again. And then I'm sorry. It's just, Little did I know I would soon regret my foolishness. Yes, of course you're gonna regret your foolishness. Bro, if you have these memories, at least interpret the dream if you think it's a dream. My dude. Caruso goes shopping alone. I stay in the lab with Daru waiting for Mayuri to return. Oh, you dumb. I'm back! As you know, I cannot do girl voice. An innocent smile. Mayuri's alive. Nothing has happened to her. I was worried for nothing. When Suzu arrives, we will begin the meeting. Akarin! I called Fairies-chan and Luka-chan, but they said they couldn't come. I've heard these words before. Deja vu? A trick of the mind? Oh, do they have plans? Fairies-chan has Ronak terminate. Crap! I should have gone to cheer! How careless of me! Luka-chan seems embarrassed for some reason. Maybe she thinks you'll make her wear a costume again. It's just like my dream. I've never remembered a dream this vividly before. Of every word that was spoken. You still haven't convinced her to cosplay? She said it was embarrassing. I keep telling her cuteness is justice, but she never listens. Cuteness is justice? Is that what they say? You're too cute, Christian. Huh? Hey, Camille's coming up. Wanna come? I can't make something new, but I have a costume of Post-Awakening Sarah from Bloodtune I made last year. I think the size is just right for you, too. Me? Cosplay? I'm sorta interested. But I refuse! To do it in public, though. You don't have to show anyone,
but eventually you'll want them to see. The cosplay demon compels you. That reminds me, Christian, you're always wearing that cute uniform. What school is it from? Oh, this? I attended IME for about 2 weeks. I modeled this outfit after that air uniform. Oh, their uniform is really cute, but you made it even cuter. You might really be good design sense. I'll bring the costume tomorrow, okay? Will you try it on then?
Is this not clicking with him? Okay, this whole conversation already happened. And you said, deja vu. This is a dream, right? Bro. Get smacked back to reality.
Sure.
When's the photo shoot?
Good to know you're still a pervert, Harishida.
Come on, it's Bloodtooth Sarah! She's got Panama going on.
Panama?
It means her panties are completely exposed!
No way! It's okay. You might not know this, but last year there was a really popular saying. They're not panning, so it's not embarrassing. Japanese is over. Japan is over. Wear it, okay? It's a promise. Maybe you shouldn't bother.
Susie speaks in her sharp tone and scowls at Carissa again. Suddenly the atmosphere of the room changes. I remember this too. It feels like I'm losing my mind here.
You're asking for trouble by trusting Makase Cruz. What's that supposed to mean? I've been meaning to ask, did I do something to you? Not to me, but I know everything you have done. What do you mean? I've done nothing to be guilty of. Perhaps, but I know that your true nature. Wow, you can see into my heart. That's groundbreaking technology. I'd love to hear how that works. It's not science, it's a prediction. So, you're just making it up. I know. Akane.
Mari clings to me with her teary eyes.
Stop them from fighting.
Should I listen to Mayuri's plead like I did in the dream? Knowing that I can't stop the fight, I should just let Mayuri handle it instead. I don't know, I can't move a muscle.
Jeez.
Why is my thing not working? Is this on auto scroll?
Guys, Mayuri doesn't like it when you fight and all get along, okay?
Diary comes to chat with Suzerain and gradually peace returns to the lab. Caruso's in the development room, making a call, probably to her mother in America. I sit on the sofa and watch TV while sipping Dr. P. But I can't pay attention to what I see on the screen. It doesn't enter my head. Myra sits down next to me. She peels a banana and begins eating it.
Hey, Akane. It's been a really lively here the past few weeks, huh?
Stop it. Why are you saying the same things as that terrible dream? It was a dream. It has to be a dream.
It's fun.
Mary smiles happily, not noticing my lack of reply.
Now that there's 8 lab members, Margie thinks it's a little cramped in here. First, we don't have enough chairs.
This is legit where I started the stream right now.
We should buy more. Do you have money, Akane?
I shake my head wordlessly. For some reason, I'm afraid to look my area in the face.
I guess we can use my salary.
And then I called him a leecher.
We need a new mic rig too, otherwise I can't warm any up my juicy chicken #1. Occurring, are you okay? You don't look so good.
It's nothing.
Are you feeling sick? Then you need a rest. Want to lie down? You can lie on my lap, okay?
I'm not. Oh no, it's about to happen. Before I finish, the television interrupts you with an urgent news bulletin. The subtitles read terrorist bomb threats. Suspense Yamato Shibu Kenshi Tow lines.
A bomb threat?
Hang on, those lines are passing through Hakiba. How is Mayushi gonna get home? Turn on the TVs right now, bro. You need to go to the TV station and turn on the CRT, bro. You need to start the machine right now before anything goes down, bruh. Go, run, bruh, run.
Oh yeah, I should call home.
No, it can't be. It's the same. Every last minute's the same.
Okaberin Taro, I need to know.
It was a dream.
You've completed the timing machine, right?
It has to be a dream. And if it's a dream, then why?
Are you listening?
The timing machine is done.
Okay. I just remembered I have something to do. I'm going out.
She leaves the lab without saying another word.
What's wrong with her?
Does she know what's about to happen? I think it's going to happen. The break-in was a dream. No matter how hard I try to convince myself that you can check the icy hands clutching my heart. I can't breathe. Even though it's hot to human, my body shivers. I remember the feelings too from the dream. Did I choose wrong? Was I granted a second chance? Only to let it go to waste? The soft feeling against my fingers. I look down and see Mayuri's hand holding mine. When I look up, I see worry written in her face. I reflexively look towards the door. The dream wasn't a dream. Then, any second now. It happens exactly how I remember. The 5 men burst into the lab. Their movements are swift and sure, professional. And each of them is carrying a gun. They spread just like the door, aim their weapons at us. I recognize each of them. There's no denying it now. I didn't leave time. It was the future I remembered. It was supposed to change this present to stop the madness about to unfold. But I told myself it was a dream, and I wasted my chance to save everyone. Hands in the air! No one move! Silence. Time seems to grind to a halt. The men say nothing. Why didn't I do anything to change this? Wasn't this why I lived through time? Hey, Pi, did you end your stream? What's going on? Oh, you're still streaming. Oh wait, you're about to end. Oh, you ended.
Virtual hug, virtual hug.
Yay, virtual hug, virtual hug. If I had my hands enabled, I'd probably hug you. But I currently do not have my hands enabled.
You just ended it. Amazed face. I am here to lurk you.
Oh, thank you very much. Enjoy my terrible acting. The sounds of heels echo down the hallway. The woman coming up the stairs. Kiria Moeka. The woman who killed. Who will kill Mayuri. The dream was real. Those were memories of the future. This is happening because I did nothing to stop it.
Moeka-san? We're taking the time machine.
It's please continue, ma good man.
Oh, thank you very much. You haven't even seen it yet. I kill her first. Mayuri live? Consider the option, but I soon give up. The real danger is the men behind her. The 3 of them have assault rifles. They'll gun us down instantly if I try anything. My only hope is for Suzuha to make her move before Mayuri is shot. Is there even a chance?
Makase Kirisu. Okaperintero. Ashita, Eve. No, the 3 of you will come with us. You can't resist. Come with us.
Where? I have no words.
At least tell us where we're going. You cannot refuse. There is nowhere to run. We have men stationed throughout Akiba. I don't want to hurt anyone. There's 3 of you. Come with us. Why just the 3 of us? I'm not answering your questions. Come with us. It's your only choice. Moeka-san, you're a lab member too, aren't you?
In reply, Moeka pulls a gun from her belt and points it at us. It's happening again.
Our mission is to silence you. Your refusal to come will change nothing. Come with us now. If you continue to resist, I'll have to resort to extreme measures.
Moeka slowly raises her gun. He points the muzzle at.
Sheena Mayuri is not needed.
I try to shout stop, but my voice catches my throat. Nothing comes out but a pitiful wheeze. I turn to Kirisu for help. Kirisu stared at Mayuri, but looks as she might start crying at any second. I turn to Daru. He's shaking, his lips move as we speak, but nothing comes out. Somebody, anyone, please, stop her. Stop, Moeka.
For CERN, for FB, for CERN, for FB.
Her lips close tightly. A sharp, dry crack splits the air. Time slows to a crawl. Moeka pulls the trigger. Blood splurts from Mayuri's forehead. The splash across the face, wet and warm. Her delicate, frail body falls towards me. I catch her. Her body is limp, like a puppet with no strings. Her head and arms dangling lifelessly. The smell of gunpowder fills my nose, and then the smell of blood. Daru clutches his head and falls to his knee, screaming at the top of his lungs. In my arms, Mayuri takes one long, ragged breath. And then...
Oh, Connie? No! No!
She's dead. Mayuri's dead. Again! Her face is covered in blood. Her blood stains my hands. It's warm.
You 3, come with us. Now. No more warnings. Resist, and we will kill you too.
I hear her voice. I can't comprehend what it's saying. It's the same. I knew it'd be. I let Mayuri die again. Because I didn't believe my own memories of the future. I lay Mayuri on the floor. I'm sorry, Mayuri. I'm so sorry. I stand up. Rage takes hold of me once again. I'm helpless to resist. I take one menacing step towards Moeka.
Okabe!
Kurisa grasps my hand before I took another.
You can't! Let me go! You can't! They'll kill you!
Moeka races. Gun is aimed at my head. Her fingers already on the trigger.
You're gonna kill me too! If you resist. Please, Okabe! Do as she says, okay? Otherwise, they'll kill you too!
I grip my teeth and suppress my anger. And then, something small and round strikes Moeka's gun's hand. She drops her gun. At her feet lies a small stone.
Get down!
The next event transpires exactly as I remember. Suzu appears at the doorway, knocking down the first man along before anyone can react. Then she proceeds to dispatch the remaining men with a series of precise maneuvers. Who the hell? The dark-skinned man is the last one standing, takes aim at Suzu with his assault rifle. But before he can fire, Suzu snatches at stunned attacker's gun and shoots him. Blood spurts from the man's hand. Without stopping, Suzu delivers a roaring, roundhouse kick to the man's jaw.
Enough.
Muck and Suzu have pointed the guns at each other. A standoff. Neither moves. Steins returns to the room.
Who are you? 42.
She glares at me.
TV.
This time I already know what she means.
Turned on.
I must break for the development room.
Don't move! That's my line!
Kurisa's right behind me. I grab the headgear and jam it in my head without a moment's hesitation.
Okabe!
I'm going back.
But what if it fails?
Get the machine started! There's no time to argue. I grab Mode Snake from the shelf. Kurisa bites her lip and starts setting up the X68000.
Okabe Rintaro! One of them is headed your way! Kill them! Don't let him use it!
Before the crew cut man enters the development room, I push the switch. White smoke instantly fills the room, rendering it impossible to see.
Are you sure, Okabe? Are you really sure about this, really?
Do it, Kurisu! Activate the machine! I see a blue-white light shining through the smoke. The discharge is starting. The light rapidly grows brighter. The floor begins to shake. The singularity is open. I crouched out, holding the headset ready with one hand. This is reality. This isn't a dream. I burned a fact in my mind as I prepared to time leap. One more chance. The shaking begins. Please, give me one more chance! One more! The world explodes into light. Wow, 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 wow. I can't hear. It feels like something's crushing my eardrums. Slowly, the shattered pieces of the world reforms. My body convulses as is struck by lightning. I am Okabe Rintaro. I'm in the lab development room. Standing in front of me is the time leap machine with the phone to my ear. My brain hurts again. This isn't just a headache. It's somehow deeper. With the pain comes a torment of emotion, sorrow, longing, hope, joy that threatens to wash away my psyche. However, only one thing matters. It worked again. I quickly returned to the lounge.
You surprised me!
I almost crashed into Kurusu.
Don't startle me like that!
Daru, is it just 5 on the 13th? Yeah? Right, the time leap was successful. I patted Kurusu on the shoulder, almost an embrace. You're a genius.
What's gotten into you? Stop manhandling me! It's gross!
I scrambled at my phone. Oh, Mayuri. Oh, is he gonna tell her to stay with,
Mayuri's here!
Mayuri, where are you?
But I can't answer the phone right now.
It went to voicemail.
Please leave your message after the beep.
Mayuri, contact me at once, okay? At once! I hang up. I look at my watch again. It's past 5. Thank God, the time leap machine. It makes me shiver in imagination what would happen without it. I have 3 hours until my monkey kills Mayuri. Everything's going to be okay. It's plenty of time to escape. First I meet with Mayuri and leave Akiba. We could go to Ikebukuro. Wait, what if they're watching our house? Maybe they should hop the bullet train and get out of the Tokyo entirely. Anyway, we'll find this out because Moeka doesn't find her today. So today, I just need to find Mayuri.
Okabe? You look kind of crazy. What's wrong?
Kurusu and Daru look at me with concern. Both of you, get out of here, now!
What's this about?
Check my wallet. Only have 9,000 yen and some change. I need to stop by the ATM and withdraw everything I have.
Is this another one of your fantasies?
Kurusu shrugs her head, dumbfounded. I don't have time to answer her. I slip beside her and dash out the lab.
Okabe, where are you going? Hey!
I run at full speed at Yanibashi Shrine. Naturally, I had to stop her to breathe before I could get more than a few blocks. The sun is setting, and the temperature still hasn't dropped below 30. Sweat quickly covers my entire body. I'm not good at exercise in the first place. I fully staggered throughout the archway, and I regret not borrowing Suzuha's bicycle. But no, it wasn't time to finding Mayuri comes first. I run to the courtyard where I find Lukiko standing alone with her bamboo burn. Lukiko!
Okabe?
She bows her head.
What's wrong?
Mayuri! Where's Mayuri?
Mayuri already left.
She left?
Yes. When you see her, can you tell her I'm sorry? I really prefer not to cosplay. I don't want to disappoint her, but it's too embarrassing to dress like that in front of other people.
I finally catch my breath. I don't have time to listen to Lukiko's apologies. Mayuri, went back to the lab.
I think so.
That doesn't make sense. I know she comes to the lab around 6:30, but it's still 5:30. No matter how slow you act, it shouldn't be more than 20 minutes to get to the lab. So what is she doing for the extra 40 minutes? We don't have time for this. She didn't say she was dropping by it somewhere.
No, I didn't ask. Is something wrong?
If Mayuri comes back, tell her to call me right away.
Okay.
It's better check on the lab. We might have missed each other. Went to check on the lab, nobody there but Daru. Did Kurusu go shopping by herself? Call out to him and order pizza on the computer. Where's Mayuri? Did she come back? Huh? No? Where is she? I take a bottle of Dr. P out the fridge and chuck it down. The cold, sparkling liquid wets my parched throat and drives the heat away. Now I can think. But I still can't relax. Every minute, every second is precious. Each moment I waste brings closer to my Aries death. Hey, Okarin, why are you so jumpy? I need to find Mayuri. Isn't she at Lucas's? Not anymore. She's gone by the time I got there. I start to pace in irritation. Maybe she went to see one of her cosplay friends. What's her phone number? How should I know? Damn. It's easy to forget since she's usually here, but Mayuri and I rarely spend time outside the lab. Mayuri Crane in this shrine. That's about it. I have no idea what else she might do. Mayuri doesn't even exist in this world line. Now that I mention it, do you know something? I think she said that her phone was about to run out of power when she turned it off. And another setback. Not only am I unable to contact her, she might not even notice my phone calls. Hey, what's going on? Why are you still here, Daru? I thought I told you to leave. I sit on the sofa. I feel the weight of the stress on my shoulders and my bones. I'm not leaving without a good reason. Tell me what's going on, man. They're gonna kill Mayuri. What? Sir, after us, in 2 hours, their men will break in and kill Mayuri. Get out while you still can. What, for real? Can you get in touch with Kurisu? Pass the shot to her. In 2 hours? How do you know that? Tara pauses for a moment, then looks towards the development room where the time bleed machine is hiding. No way! Did you use it? I nod gravely. I kicked Daru out of the lab and sent him to his home. He promised to call Kurisu for me and tell her to stay at a hotel, but a few minutes after, she calls me directly and demands an explanation. Take some effort, but I managed to convince her to do as I say. I need to wait for Mayuri to get back. I thought that looking for her was too risky. We should miss each other just like we did at the shrine. Better to wait for her in the front building.
Why don't you just time leap? As soon as you get there, just time leap again. Just keep time leaping until, like, you're past the time. Then you have enough time to do the planning that you gotta do to not get in this mess, you know? I feel like he's not thinking, but also plot holes. While waiting, I try to convince myself that everything will be okay. Maya returns at the lab at 6:30. Leaves about an hour before Moga attacks. In an hour, I should be arriving at a bullet train in Tokyo Station by Suzuki. Is that the best plan? Maybe we should get off at Yokohama and lay low from the hotel for a while. I could think about what happens after Mayuri's safe. Damn the machine. Doesn't matter, Mug, I can have it. The top priority is to prevent Mayuri's death. Sweat accumulates on my forehead and rolls down my face. Hurry back, Mayuri. I started towards her voice. So his head, Mr. Braun, have emerged from the Braun tune shop. I could see the lock of the doors. They're closing up shop. That's right, I forgot about Suzuha. What are you doing here, Okaberintaro?
Nothing. That reminds me. During the attack, she took down 5 armed commandos in the blink of an eye. I still can't believe that. Where does an 18-year-old girl learn to move like that? And then there was that strange behavior immediately before the attack. She left as soon as she heard about the bomb threat. Almost as she knew something was going to happen. And finally, there's a business with her father. Everything about her is a mystery. Who is Amane Suzuha?
Oh, I didn't know you were getting ready for the party tonight, aren't you?
How did you know we're having a party?
Shina Mayuri, she came earlier today to invite me over. Hope you got room for one more, cause
You can't!
Am I a bother?
No.
It's okay, I understand. I guess I'm an outsider.
That's not it! What's wrong with you, Okabe? This is my part-time join my little club. You all remember? It's thanks to your little belly that I let you off the hook at shaking the building last time.
My belly, hey!
Susa has recovered her jacket. She's poorly dressed now. She's got a fine belly, tight and well trained. Bruh.
I am standing right here, you dirty old man!
It's party's cancelled. I'm sorry, part-time warrior, but please go home already.
Cancelled?
Yeah. Sorry. I attempt to smile, but little hope to succeed. I don't know what's going on, Okabe, but you don't do anything reckless. Huh? It's weird to have him give me advice. I thought he was just some dirty old man who loves CRTs. Maybe he's sharper than I thought. Maybe he's just telling me to stop shaking the building. I got in a fight with Mayuri. Things are a little complicated right now. That's all. That's the best lie I could manage.
Oh, is there gonna be a blood?
Blood?
I mean, look over there.
Susa points across the street. I turn to look, but to my surprise, there's Mayuri walking up the street with a big bag. When she notices us, she waves her hands with a dizzy smile. Mayuri!
Huh? Weren't you fighting? She looks really happy to see you.
I ignore Susie and run to Mayuri. My clock on the phone says 6:33.
Hey, where are you going?
I wasted precious time talking to Suza. I've secured Mayuri. I need to get as far away from Akiba as we can.
What's the rush, Okarin?
I ignore her question and grab her hand. Run! To the station! Do you not remember what happened the last 2 times with the station, bro?
What? Oh, wait, my bag!
Forget it! Just run!
Why?
Just run! I can't get the image of Mayuri's dead out of my mind. I won't let her kill her. I won't. Mayuri gives no further resistance. Sorry. Bot, time to block you. Sorry, bots scare me. Don't worry about that. She follows obediently. It quickly matches my pace. I forgot that she was faster on her feet than I am.
Hey, where are we going?
First we head out. Tsubasa, Yokohama. I've already guessed where Mayuri might as well be shortly ahead for all the difficulty she's having. She might be so ditzy, yet so athletic at the same time. The sun is already set, and the sky is still a mix of indigo and orange. All across the streets, lit by dazzling shops. Everything will be fine once we make it on the train. All these thoughts in my mind as we run. We're already exhausted by various practices, has to drag me along as we keep going.
Shouldn't we rest a bit?
No, stop it until we're on the train. I do my best to keep the pace.
But Okarin, you're covered in sweat. You shouldn't push yourself. You're not good at exercise.
When we reach the station is packed, seriously packed. You don't see this many people, even in rush hour. The crowd is mailing across the entrance. For some reason, it looks like no one's going in. What's going on? A protest? Some kind of street performance? I don't have time for this. Just the announcer over the PA.
Your attention, please. The Yamanotes Keshintoju Shomu lines are currently suspended. And sincerely apologize for the inconvenience and kindly ask for your cooperation. Finally,
I realized my mistake. That's right before the attack, the trains were stopped by a bomb threat. No matter how many people standing around, if I haste to flee the city, I completely forgot. How could I have been so stupid?
I wonder what happened.
All the train lines are stopped. I can't escape Akima. What about the other public transports? The subway, the bus? Should we go to another station? I turn around. ¿Llegaste temprano? Ah, ahorita vamos a mover el carro. ¿Desde cuándo está bien la brownie? ¿Sí? Tu comida está en la bolsa. Ok. ¿Eh? Sí. Pues yo no sé, la di los sándwiches de Sara. I turn around and head back the way he came, keeping a firm grip on my Aries hand. But before we get more few steps, a man steps out of the crowd and blocks our way. I realize we're surrounded. Okabe Rintaro? A low voice. A face I've never seen. He's not one of the 5 who broke into the lab.
Okabe? Do you know these people?
Mahiri grips my arm tightly and looks anxious at the men. Come with us. Who are you? Instead of answering, the man grasps my arm. I jerk away and try to escape, but then the men move to block us again. If you resist, we'll kill you. Sir! You're there with Mocha. They must have planned for this in advance. The chill runs my spine. I made a terrible mistake when we hijacked. When we hacked into CERN, I realize that now, though it's far too late. Are you going to kill us? Oh, hello. Good day. You'll kill us with all these witnesses around? This is a game. This isn't a game. I feel something cold against my back. I didn't realize what it was at first. Then it hits me. A gun. I gulp. My blood goes cold. Am I going to die here? Will my time leaping be for naught? No, I can't give up. I won't let my Uri die. I can't accept that future. But how can I get out of this? The crowd of station has grown even thicker. People are starting to argue with the station personnel, demanding to know when they can go home. The situation is quickly becoming chaotic. Suddenly, a fight breaks out nearby. It looks like some people are trying to shove their way through. This could be a chance. A tide of people surges into us, knocking the man behind me off balance. Now! I quickly turn to strike the man's hand aside. His gun falls away, but the man gets swallowed by the crowd. Run! Myri! I grab Myri's hand and start running. We have to fight our way through the crowd, but that also draws our pursuers. As soon as we reach the main street, we start running towards the lab. Of course, we can't return to the lab itself. Maka's group will be there shortly. And the station's still running. If we get to the Serichiro station, we could take Ginja line to Shibuya. From there, we could grab the train leading to Tokyo. I still haven't recovered from that exhaustion. I don't know how much longer we can hold. I can't stop now. I have to keep running. It doesn't take long for a new obstacle appears. 4 men walking up and suddenly stop and turn to face us. I got a bad feeling about this. Look like an otaku. They're with CERN too? My fears are confirmed when 4 men start walking towards us, arms spread to block the street. No doubt about it. They're after us too. I turn to flee towards the station and there, I see the first group of men closing behind us. We're trapped. Enemies on both sides. There's only one choice. I grab my Yuri and make the nearby side streets.
Where are you going, Okarin?
I'm trying to get to Syracuse Station without using the main streets. But as we pass UPX, several men on the bridge point at us and shout something. Are they with CERN too? How many men do they have? We turn back and change course. Okay, Mayuri, you're a fast runner, so... Talking while running uses up all my breath. Sweat strips my eyes, making it hard to see. You, go ahead. Go to Kirai Shrine, Nikabukuro. We'll meet... Before I can finish, I catch sight of another group of men waiting for us ahead.
What's going on, Okarin?
I look back. The group from before is chasing us. We're surrounded by enemies. The familiar streets of Akiba are filled with agents of CERN. I recall what Mocha said.
You have nowhere to run. We have men stationed throughout Akihabara.
Despair seizes my heart. Is escape impossible? We're just kids playing at science in the safety of our tiny little lab. Our enemy is multinational conspiracy willing to kill anyone that gets in their way. We're doomed from the start. No matter what, you must get away. Leading Mayuri by the hand, I pushed my way through the crowd, then jumped the fence onto the road. And... something strikes me with the crushing force, laying my tumbling across the pavement. I stop several meters away. The body is wrecked with immense pain. Also, I should be on me, but maybe not. The red curtain covers my eyes. I try to brush it off. My hands comes away slick with blood. I grit my teeth against the pain and lift my head. My hair is laying on the pavement a few meters away. I reach out to her. Yuri. No response. My Yuri is motionless. No. Did the impact kill her? My Yuri. This can't be happening. The car ran us over. The white van pulls up. The door opens. It steps.
I've stopped them.
Kyrie. Moeka. Her. Again. She knew the exact moment we'd be there in order to run over poor Mayuri.
I've secured Okabe-kun. Okabe Rintaro.
She's talking to someone on her phone. She's been tracking us this whole time.
Contact the police. Shira Mayuri is dead.
She looks down at me with her eyes, cold enough to freeze my blood. Why did you kill her?
Because you ran.
You monster! Mustering my strength, I leave to throw myself at Moeka. She goes down hard. I hear her head smack against the pavement. I look up, look around, look as dazed and unable to stand. I see CERN's agents making their way towards us, to the crowd. I've got to get out of here. I take a step, sharp pain stabs through my body. I crash against a broken bone in my leg. It doesn't matter. I have to get to the lab. The time leap again. That's the only way to save Mayuri. I take a look back at the sites of the accident. Moeka is slowly regaining her feet, but Mayuri remains limp and motionless on the road. It breaks my heart to leave Mayuri lying there, but I have no choice. I have to go back to the lab. Fighting the pain of my broken leg, I managed to drag my... Why didn't he just steal the car and just drive there? Why did he walk there? He could have just went and then just park in front of the store apartment thing, open the thing, turn on the TV, and go bam, and then, you know, I better to drag myself to a lab. Surprising Steins man didn't chase me. Nobody in the lab when I arrived. Only the lights are still on. Relieved that Kirishiro and Taro haven't returned, I head straight to the development room. Is the CRTV? I remember the break in the bottom tea shop to turn on the CRTV. The body is drenched with sweat, and I can't stop shivering. Everything hurts, especially my. So he did turn around. Where's the car hit me? If I'm not careful, I may lose consciousness. My vision is blurry. It's hard to focus. My left arm is numb. I can barely move. But still, I forced myself to activate the X68000 and I put the settings. I'm gasping for breath. The wounded animal. The sounds of my heartbeat fills the ears. Mayuri. They killed her again. I failed to protect her. I'm sorry, Mayuri. I'm sorry. Choking back tears, I frantically pounds on the keyboard. Pound. Leaves sirens echoes in the distance. Maka hit Mayuri. In front of thousands of witnesses, they probably take her for questioning. Even if certain bells are out somehow, she should be stuck for at least a couple hours. The real problem is her men. Those mercenaries, or whatever they are, CERN's hit squad. Why didn't they come after me? It should have been easy for them to catch me, injured as I am. Unless Souza took them down before they could do anything. I need to hurry. They show up here. They'll kill me for sure. Settings complete. I put the headgear. It gets blood on it, but that doesn't matter. I search, the anxiety washes over me. What if the time leap fails? What if my memories are corrupted? I might forget who I am. I might lose myself. Should I use the machine? Of course I should. And curse my weakness. Mayuri's dead, remember? I can't allow this to happen. No risk is too great. I will save Mayuri, whatever it takes. I alone have the power to change the past. What am I waiting for? Swallowing my fear. I activate the time leap machine. Wah, 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 wah. And I will temporarily go BRB. It's on your move car. See you in a bit. Okay, so I'll be taking that BRB in a cool bit. The screech in my ears, nearly stabbing in my brains, 1,000 emotions flooding my senses. The world bends, pulses when it returns to normal. The pain of my wounds are vanishing like magic, replaced with piercing pain in my brain. I fight back the wave of nausea and take shot of the situation. I'm sitting on a sofa, my phone to my ear. Another successful time leap. That makes 3. Looks like the time leap works perfectly. I'm sure it would boost Kirishi's confidence if I told her. But what would happen to rate for Mayuri out of danger? I stand up and look for that lab. Bruh, use a time leap one more time, bro. Where's Mayuri? Kurisu was only dozing off next to me, wakes up with a jerk of the sound of her voice. Don't shout! I've been working all night, so let me rest a bit. Where's Mayuri? What's wrong with you? She went to Lucas's, remember? Damn, she left. I should call her. Call Lukako, bro. She's with Lukako. Call Lukako. Because she's not gonna answer that. Because remember, her phone is dead. Her phone was dead way before there. She's not gonna answer, bro. She's not gonna see your message. Call Lukako. She'll relay the message. Then she won't have to leave. Just tell her to stay over there. And it's gonna be all fine, bro. Why are you making this super complicated, man? Even I got like my answer like in when what was I saying? After the first time loop, I was like, bro, I already got the answers. I got options. Mai went to see someone who's leaving the shrine. The question is who? Think. Consider every possibility. Damn, what did I forget? Before I time leap, I should have asked Mario where she went today. I'm not thinking straight. I have to calm down. Wait, I know. Last time I felt because we went to Akiba Station. I should have known that Sharon would be watching. This time we'll take a taxi to another station and hide somewhere until things calm down. And now all I do is wait for Mayuri to return. It's driving me crazy. Bro, it's already gonna be too late by the time she returns. Just fucking call Lukako, tell her to stay, and then tell everyone to dip. That's the option. And then tell Susan how to help you. But she's an absolute menace to society. Bro, Rintaro really be trying to piss me off with like his low IQ. I mean, I can't blame him because he's in such a panic state that he can't think correctly. But still, like, I feel like if I've been in that situation, I might not come up with these ideas. I'm only be able to come up with these ideas because I'm not in that situation and I have my full mental capacities to be able to consider every possible situation. Unlike Rintaro, where he's like in mental shock and he can't process anything. He's just going by pure instinct, pure adrenaline, just to go save Mayuri. Oh fuck. That water went the wrong pipe. Slushy. Lucky slush. Alright. For now, all I could do is wait for Mayuri to return. It's driving me crazy. I consider explain the situation to Kurisu and Daru, but I don't have the strength to do it right now. Bro, you've had three times to tell Daru, Kurisu, and anyone else about your situation. You told last time loop, you told Daru to tell Kurisu to dip because that you used a time leap and that Mayuri died, bro. And then they were like, alright, I got you, fam. And then they dip. What's so different this time? Eh? Okay, bye. No, que tú dices que está bien, ¿no? 10. Eso te va a salir. Alright, I'll be taking my BRB in now. There's 1, I need to pay. 2, I need to move the cars and move the trash. ¿Vas a meter las basuras para adentro? Okay, ya vete pues. Bye. Alright, I'm gonna BRB because I need to do trash day stuff. I need to move the trash and the cars. BRB real quick. Not real quick, but like enough. Alright, I'm back home from the outside world. Alright. Besides, I don't want to get them involved. Bro, they're already involved, bro. They're trying to murder them. What you mean you're not trying to get them involved, bro? They were involved the first second they were in this lab. They were involved the second Daru started hacking, and she started making the development type. Bro, you dumb. I don't care of it myself, but I won't let any more of my friends die. Bro. As before, the Braun 2 shop closes early, but it appears that Suzanne and Mr. Braun are leaving. We run towards Kaede. Miyoshi's back streets to Ochamizu Station, taking only minimal precautions to avoid attracting attention. You have to get out before Super Line shuts down. They manage to make it to the station without being stopped, but when they get there, I see a group of men waiting at the entrance. They look like CERN. Change of plans. We turn around and head for Shiyobo Station. We arrive at the station later than I intended. I don't usually come here, so I got lost. I stare nervously at the platform clock. According to the scrolling display, the Yamanote, Keishin, Toshu, and Shoba lines already suspended operations. Wait, looks like the Shida line has too. This must be protocol to assume that nearby stations may be threatened, even stations on unconnected lines. Damn. Mayuri hasn't said a word about my strange behavior. This is the third time I let her on this escape. Each time she follows me without complaint. I mean, she did complain. The time that you did. Just take her and you'll be like, where are we going? What's going on? Look at me. Hi, what? She did pretty much complain. What do you mean? Does she really trust me that much? But she could feel my desperation. But so I want her badly to save her. It's been together for more than a decade. She's like a little sister. Really, bro? Okay, sure. Whatever you say, man. I feel bad for Mayuri, if that's It's funny because Mayuri likes Okabe, and then Okabe's like, you're like a little sister to me. Damn. That's harsh. I'll leap as many times as it takes. Mayuri tilts her head quizzically. I realize I'm staring at her.
Okabe, she has a lot of questions, but she'll wait for now. But once it's over, I want you to tell me everything, okay?
Yeah, I promise. Mayuri smiles happily at that answer. That's right. While we wait for the train, I should ask Mayuri about her whereabouts today. If I had to leap again, I might need all the information I could get. Where did you go after you saw Luka?
I got an email from Fubik-chan. A thread came on the loose on her costume. I went to go fix it.
Where does Fuki-chan live?
Where we met at the Starbucks at UPX.
So, that's where she was. Just an announcement placed over the PA system. The subway is resuming normal operations. 20 minutes have passed since we arrived. I didn't expect it to be stuck here for this long. But it's okay. Right now, Marka should be in Akihabara. Heading to the lab. Everything's gonna be alright. While waiting for the train, I examined the route map on the station's notes board. We transferred into the overland trade in Yoyoji Ehara and take a while, but it takes us all the way to Okiwa. Another announcement, our train is arriving. I can hear rumbling and see the lights at the end of the tunnel. Mayuri and I are standing just behind the white line. I reach your hand, but we make a dash for the train when the door opens. But I guess there's no hurry now. I let my hand fall to my side empty. The roar comes closer.
About party tonight?
Mayuri saying something, but I can't quite hear over the train.
It's gonna cancel it, but we should definitely... Mayuri!
Suddenly Mayuri disappears. Huh? Wait, what the... Who pushed her? There she is leaning over the track. She's off balance and she stumbled, or someone pushed her. Seems to be hanging there for a moment, but then the tram comes screaming at the station. I hear the sound from under the train. I can't describe it. It makes me instantaneously nauseous. Sparks fly. The train smacks on its brakes. The people on the platform scream. I turn to where Maya was moments ago. The stands a familiar girl. Tiny, adorable. A cute black rabbit pouch slung over her shoulder. Tenjuri and I. She looks up at me. Her eyes are wide. Her lips tremble.
So, I wanted to surprise her. It wasn't on purpose. It wasn't.
She stares at me for a moment, and I waited to say something, but she turns and runs away. The platform is in chaos. The PA informs that there has been a personal injury accident. Nice, already gone. I don't go after her. Instead, I peek timidly through the gap between the train and the platform. One side of the track is washed with red. My mind is blank. I can't think. I don't remember how I got back to the lab. Marcus Group should have come and gone, but the time leap machine is still here. I guess I should be grateful. It takes longer than usual to set up the machine for some reason. I have trouble recalling my own phone number. At last, it's ready. Now, take me back. Fourth? Fifth? I lost track. Time leap occurs instantaneously. Tartar claimed that his time machine takes 1 hour, just subjective time, to travel 10 years. I don't know if this has the same behavior, but now it's not the time to find out. Technically, your mind is traveling at a speed that is undefined and gets at the right time, and it gets overwritten. Your mind gets overridden, so it feels instantaneously. But if someone were to monitor the time, it would either take, maybe it is instantaneously, or maybe if someone were to monitor like what's it called, outside the I don't know how you would measure this, like would it be inside the distortion? Measure the distortion from one point to the other point and see the, I don't know what to call it. Honestly, I'm just making everything up, which is fine. Okay. 10 years. I have no business that far back. Besides, according to Karisu timelines, being too far into the past can cause mental disorders due to the gap between personality and memory.
Juicy chicken number 1.
My area is sickened. They get her chicken song even though she's actually eating pre-cooked chicken from a convenience store instead of usual chicken store in number 1. She had to switch because she couldn't warm up the frozen chicken in the microwave, which is now a dedicated part of the time leap machine. I was right to come back 5 hours. My Erie's still in the lab. But what the hell happened back there? It hurts, but I forced myself to recall that horrifying scene. My Erie died again. The time it happened to Nozomi Station, a place completely unrelated to the lab with a bomb threat. Tenjo Naya pushed her into the tracks, where the train tore her to shreds. Could I be working with CERN too? No, that can't be right. Naya has a habit of jumping on Mayuri and greeting. She was probably just being her usual affectionate self. But why did she choose that precise moment? I don't know. I sense malice. Whose malice? It's like fate displayed a cruel joke on us. Whatever the case, all that matters now is that I have another chance to have the power to save Mayuri. I will do whatever it takes to find a way. The time we held the taxi of Chundori. It will be expensive, but hardly matters now. Mayuri comes along quietly. I considered taking her home to Ikebukuro, but Moeka's group might be watching our house. I have no idea where they are at that point in time. I instead asked the driver to take us to Shinagawa. However, the traffic is unusually heavy. The driver says it's never been this bad before. There must be obstruction up ahead, the traffic or something, accident or something. What's the only explanation I could think of? I've made it out of Akiba. But the rate, I think it will take 4 hours to Shinagawa. I considered getting off here and taking the train, but then I remember what happened to Shizumi Station. I have a bad feeling about this. The traffic jam would be CERN's doing. I look out the window and scan the crowd if anyone who might look like a CERN agent. 3 hours later, we're still stuck. According to the conversation I overheard between our driver and another driver, there's some kind of inspection up ahead. Furthermore, it doesn't seem to be the police inspection, or a small fight broke out in the inspection site or something. To make matters worse, the road has already been closed off, and all cars behind us have been detoured. There's been 100 cars waiting, but the inspection has been at a standstill for 3 hours. It can't be a coincidence. Once again, I feel malice of fate manipulating the situation. Is Mayuri gonna die again? If it's known it was going to turn out, I guess I would have ditched the taxi hours ago. It's not too late. I should pay the driver and get off right. Then someone knocks at the window. The taxi stopped in the middle of the road. What's going on? Look over. Before I can say anything, the man opens the rear door and gets next to Mayuri. He's holding a knife. Another assassin? Mayuri, look out! Before she has replied, the man covers Mayuri's mouth with a large, meaty hand. I try to open the door, but it's locked. Only the driver can open it from the inside. Mayuri opens her eyes wide. Her body twitches. What was this? All happened too fast. The man sticks the knife into Mayuri's chest. Bright red spots stains her clothes. Be quiet, Okeberintero. Other man gets into the passenger seat. Points a gun at the driver and says something to him. Strength drains from Mayuri's body. Her eyes slowly close. And tears roll down the cheek. I watch her die, inches away, powerless to stop it. I can feel her last breath against my skin. They killed her. Again. Why? Why? I can't believe I can't save her. Why would you let me save her? Who decided that Mayuri must die here? Morka? CERN? Or does the world itself wish for Mayuri's death? I won't accept that. I clench my jaw and throw myself towards driving my forehead into the killer's nose. He falls back. I shout to the driver. Open the door! I crawl out to the taxi and take off running through the traffic jam. After running for hours, I take back the lab. Luckily, the time machine leap is still there. I have to leap again. Every time we run, my hair dies. 6 hours of the past. I clutch my hand and rack my brain for nuts.
Bro, why don't you tell her to go to Lukako's place, stay there, ask Lukako to protect her, or ask, her name is Tizuha to protect her, or Mr. Braun. Honestly, that might not be a good idea, but it might work. It might work. Kazukako's got her sword training. Suzuha's got her military training. And Mr. Braun's from America. Because the only reason they're killing her is one, Okabe is running, like Mocha said, and two, because he's with her. They would have left her alone because she has nothing to do with it. She doesn't know where they went or what happened. So if Rintaro doesn't interact with her that day, just let her go, stay with whoever she needs to stay with, be safe, and then Rintaro just interacts with them. They can just let it happen, just run away or do whatever. Honestly, they might try to kidnap her, but that's why they have a protection service, Lukako or Suda or whatever. Ugh. I feel like he'd like understand by now. Like I said, he's in trauma. 6 hours into the past, I clutch my head and rack my brain for an answer. Feels like I've hit a dead end. What do I do? I can't run away. There's no way to save her. No, there has to be a way. Oh, what are you talking about? Wait, did we already go to the past?
Larry stares blankly. It's the only answer I get. This time, I take the closest police station and beg him to protect her. Then, ask why. I explain that someone's trying to kill Mario 6 hours from now, but without any proof that someone's after her. I have no choice but turn us away.
Bro, just tell her, say, there's a threat, saying that someone's trying to kill her, and you protect her, and then just leave. They're not really after her. They're after you. She's just a byproduct of you running away because you dumb. That would have actually worked somewhat. They're not gonna be fighting the police. I mean, they might, but I'm pretty sure the police have guns, and then there'll be a shootout, and then Mario will eventually die. At least she'll be. I don't know. Do you think the police would have like enough like training to like deal with like armed soldiers? Probably not. I feel like isn't like the I don't know, man. I don't know these kinds of things.
I asked why. Oh, I already read this. In the past 6 times, we keep leaving the station and we're left with no choice but to keep running. Wish I could blame my previous failures on bad luck and try Wachibara Shibuya again, and maybe this time she won't die. I don't have the courage to try those routes again. At the same time, we can't stay in Akiba. We're running out of options. Subways, Trains, taxis are all out. Attempting to escape by those means will get my area killed. So my heart tells me. Okay, honestly, she died in the train, the subway or whatever it is, because you let go of her hand, and I was like, oh, nothing's gonna happen. You let go of her hand, and then the little girl pushes her, and then since she's not grabbing onto something, she just goes. But like, if you're holding on to her, she's not gonna fly off. She's just gonna be like, ah. Sorry, I'm getting heated over this. Attempting to escape by all means would get Mary killed. So my heart tells me, perhaps this fear is irrational. I can't put it out of my mind. I've seen her die half a dozen times already. Shot, stabbed, torn to pieces. Can't go through that again. Take refuge in Yokobashi camera. Thought they would be hiding indefinitely. But just after 7, we hear the explosion in the front of the station. Yoshiba goes into chaos. Policemen appear and start evacuating the store. When I try to explain the situation, the officer shouts terrorist and pulls his gun. This can't be happening. This isn't America. Japanese police officers don't shoot without provocation. Bro! Damn! They really did a commentary right there. That's funny. That's hilarious. Mayuri dies. This happened so fast. The policeman shoots her right in the head. I didn't know that if he was a real policeman or a certain assassin in disguise. It doesn't matter. I can't deny it any longer. The world itself is killing Mayuri. This is number 7. What are you gonna change this time? The time leap. I don't leap with your action immediately. Instead, I stun the couch. Collect my. How far back did you go? How many hours ago? Instead, I collect the couch and collect my thoughts. Can I check my phone and see the time? No. I guess not. Every time I try to save my area, it ends up in the worst possible way. To make matters worse, I no longer even know what I'm supposed to be saving her from. Cause and effect? But does Mayuri die? At first I thought it was Moika, and her hit squad are sent by CERN to steal our time machine. But as I left back in time again and again, the cause of Mayuri kept changing. At Shiryu Station she died because now I pushed her off the platform. CERN had nothing to do with that, that was just an accident. This time I leap, she dies in a different way. What does it mean? I've been thinking for an hour. I'm no closer to the answer. I want someone to tell me. But who do I ask? If I'm the only person in history to leap through time. No. There's one more. John Taita. He's not replying to my emails anymore. If he hasn't put an ad chat in days. He's not convinced that he's the real time traveler. I decide not to run this time. Instead, I'll take a different approach. Strike first. I'll send Moeka a mail. I need to talk to you about the time machine. Meet me alone. I designate the roof of Rakan. Why would you take him to the actual time machine location? As our meeting place. 2 weeks have passed since the satellite crashed, but they're still there and the building's still closed. At least security has lessened, so it's easy for me to sneak in. But if there's any sneaking to do, I just walk in through the front door like I belong there. No one questions me. Last time I came here was Dr. Nakabashi's presentation. Of course, the world line, the presentation was cancelled. Naturally, there's no one here but me. It occurs to me that this is a dangerous gambit. Moeka might have a gun, and I already know that she's willing to use it. But then, I don't intend to play fair either. I'm supposed to meet her at 5:30. Just after 5. I came here earlier to ambush her. I hide in the shadows and wait with bated breath. About 30 minutes later, I hear the door open. Micah makes her entrance alone. Looks around recklessly. Just doesn't notice me. I take a gun out of my shirt. It's not real. The future gadget number 1. The bit particle gun. It's just a toy ray gun with a remote control attached. Obviously a bluff. But I could prepare in such short notice.
You could still go even backer. Why is he not going more back in time? Back and back and back and back and bacon. I mean, there's a point where like he can't go back in time, but he could still go back. I feel like he'd be able to go back at least a week. At least. I don't know how much you could go, but a week sounds fine. Maybe at least 3 days. Who knows?
I run behind back and shove a bit particle gun to her back. Don't move. Hands up. It's like a Hollywood movie. But this is a movie. This is real. And she's an actress. It's a murder. Rebecca raises her hand. I feel through her clothes. Sure enough, she's carrying a gun. I take it and press it to Marco's back in place of the bit particle gun. Sorry, I disappoint you. The first gun was a toy. Talk. I know you were sent by CERN.
How?
How? You want to know how? My frustration and rage boil over. Because of her. Because of her, Mayuri. I came from the future, that's how. You think I'm lying? I've repeated the last several hours a half-dozen times already. I've lost count how many times exactly. And I haven't slept all this entire time. Strange, I'm not tired at all. I know what you're planning. Around 7, you're gonna stomp the trains. Like a gasp. So what's they're doing? I also know that you're planning to attack the lab with your men. And then you're gonna kill Mayuri.
I
understand. I'm a time leaper. Maka nods faintly. I would kill her now, it would be too easy. But no, I need information. Who are you people?
Rounders.
Maka answers with surprising obedience. Guess she values her own life even though she has no problem deriving other people of their earths. Rounders? What does that mean? How are you related to CERN?
By mail.
No, speak!
The Rounders are an organization separate from CERN. Convert operations. We don't exist.
Like a private army?
No. Our mission is to find and acquire IBN 5100s. They send us around the world. We collect them.
IBN 5100s. That's right. When I met her, she was looking for IBN 5100. These past days, they're nearly impossible to find. People have paid millions to hunt one. Because CERN has been hunting them down. How many rounders are there? Answer me!
I don't know. I'm just an agent.
It's not important enough to be told. Was it you who stole her IB-1000? Marcus doesn't answer. Why doesn't IB-1 CERN need IB-100s to keep hackers out?
Maintaining secrecy is the highest priority for CERN.
What are they hiding? We already know they've killed 100 test subjects with their time travel experiments. They didn't need an IB-151 to find that out. Are you saying the IB-151 database is information more sensitive than that? I don't know. Because you're just an agent. My tone is sarcastic, but Marco nods. Damn, this is useless. Why did you attack the lab? Rather, why do you attack the lab? Isn't it obvious? Because you hacked into CERN. 3 reasons. First, because of what you know. We were ordered to silence you. The CERN didn't know about the hacking. Second, for the time machine. The one you made. They want our time machine. CERN must be trying to monopolize the time travel technology. Third, the reason happens today. You plan to make your time travel machine public. Why does she know that? It made the decision right after the time leap machine was completed. It was only a few hours ago. That's why I was ordered to take you in. Take us in? You killed Mayuri! She's unnecessary. Unnecessary? If you pulled the trigger. Okabe, Mikase, Ashira, you made the time machine. She is expendable. Those are my orders. And after you take us in, what then? CERN will hold you prisoner, force you to complete their time travel research. Have you done this before? How many lives have you ruined for CERN's research? I do as I'm told. I was fool to consider you my friend. I live for CERN. I live for FP. I'll do anything if FP tells me to. FP? It's the same name of our supervisor? Okabeku. Is it you? Are you John Tider? What? John Tider? There's no one else it could be. Me? I don't have time for this. I dig the gun into Mocha's back. If you want to live, just call your friends. Call FP, cancel the attack. Mocha shakes her head. I don't have the authority. I don't care. Find a way to stop the attack otherwise. I'll kill you. Can't do that. I'm not a killer. I entered traveling like Barka before she shot Mayuri. Why? Why did you kill her? She was hesitating. She didn't want to pull the trigger. But she did. You didn't want to kill her, did you? So why? I just obey. FP. Then bring that son of a bitch here. Look, she shakes her head again. I don't care about your authority if you don't want to do what I say. I can't. If I've never... Something hard stabs into my back. Chill runs through my body. Something behind me. Drop the gun. A man's voice. Is he with Moeka? You lied, Kiryu Moeka! I'm ready to pull the trigger in cold blood. You promised to leave it alone. Moeka doesn't answer. I said drop the gun. I'll give you time machine, just don't kill anyone. Even if you do that. Even though I'm pointing the gun at her, Mocha steps away and turns to face me. Her eyes are cold, her expression unreadable. You'll still be held prisoner. Forever. Mocha takes the gun from my hand. I'm unable to resist. Please. I'm sorry for hacking. Just please, don't kill anyone. As they strikes the back of my head, my legs giving out, instantly sending me to the ground. Darkness creeps in. Target B in custody. Requesting pickup. Deep down I knew. I can't save Mayuri. Even Moeka Groups doesn't kill her. Someone else will. The world itself wants her dead. That is a choice. of Steins Gate. Steins Gate? There's no such thing. Those words have no meaning. It's just some nonsense I made it to sound cool. Steins Gate doesn't exist, but fate does. God, fate, the will of the universe, an absolute force that no one can resist. It exists, and has sentenced my Yuri to death. I wake up in the back of a station wagon. The windows are cornered back film. I can't tell where we are. I feel a throbbing pain in the back of my head. My hands are tied behind me. What time is it? How long have I been unconscious? Where's the man inside the car? I recognize him from the previous time leap. He's the one who stabbed my ear in the taxi. The man seems to have noticed I've woken up, but he doesn't speak. He just waves his gun menacingly, as if to say, there's no hope to escape. The dashboard reads 7:30. I look at the window again. Through the film, I managed to make out a street sign. We're close to the lab. Has the attack already happened? Before I left, I told everyone Chloe, my Yuri, to run. If she did, as I said, she wouldn't die by their hands. That doesn't mean she's safe. If I don't do anything, Mark is gonna take the time machine away. What would happen then? Soren can have the time machine. It will save my Yuri. The problem that won't not when the world itself is determined to kill her. What happened this time? I forgot. He thinks nothing happens. Oh yeah, he beats Boyka. That's where we are now. Oh hey, Aurora. The problem is that it won't. Not when the world itself is determined to kill her. As long as the time leap machine remains in my hands, I'm trying to fix things. I'll leap again and again until I find a way to save her. If I lose the machine, the future is decided. A future without Myri. I have to get it before they do. Even if it means some might have to get shot. As long as I survive and reach the time leap machine, everything will be alright. My bound hands limit me to the headbutts and kicks, but I somehow managed to knock down the man guarding me and escape. My chest and neck is covered with blood. I must have been shot during the struggle, but thanks to the adrenaline pumping through my body, I barely feel the pain. I can still move. That's all that matters. I run up the stairs with my hands tied up. The only prayer is I operate the time machine quickly enough. My kiddos to die in the lab. So is Maka with her then? And I open the door and bust in. Everyone looks at me in surprise. She sees me a tattered body. My ear runs to me, tears and I. Oh. I'm back. Wait. Let me try to stop her. In the corner of my eye, I see Marika, Tamim at Mayuri. I try to put myself between them. I try to cover Mayuri with my body. But the man grabs me from behind and pulls me back. I watch helplessly as Mayuri's tiny body drops to the floor. Her eyes wide and wet in tears seem to stare into mine. I see what they've already lost their light. She's gone. Again. Again. Again! This happens time. Next it's the same as before. Kazuya defeats surrounders. Karusa helps me this time leap. Is this the 8th one? The floor. Sounds beats on my eardrums. I subside. I find myself again in the lab. Just before 5. Or 2.5 hours before Mayuri dies. I find myself staring at the time leap machine. That thing is the reason Moeka attacks. If only we never built the phone wave. If only we never sent those emails. Perhaps the future might be different. Instead, the nightmares they promise now. Did things change if I broke it? Just smash it to pieces right now? The rush of adrenaline, I grabbed the chair and lifted it over in my head. Bro. No. If you're gonna do that, do what you're gonna do. Go back, and then cancel. As if nothing actually happened. And then they won't be after you, because nothing, you never made the machine, so they can't be after you, am I right? But he's not thinking logically. In a rush of delirium, I grabbed the chair, lifted it over my head. About to bring it, crash it down in the infernal machine. A voice cries out, "Stop, Okabe! What are you doing?" Lucy grabs my arms and pulls me back. Are you trying to break the machine? You don't have to break it, Okabe. You already decided not to experiment, remember? Anyway, put the chair down. I lowered the chair slowly, because Karasu told me to, but because I realized that what would happen if I did break the machine. It will cause Mayuri's death, but at the same time, it will only be my chance of averting the future. If I lose it, I lose my only hope in saving her. I fear the outcome that swayed my mind. Bro, did you not hear the information that you planned to publicize it? That's why she got it. That means she was there listening to your conversation when you did it. So turn back time to before you make the machine and don't talk about that, man. That's all you gotta do. She's not gonna be after you. She legit told you the reason she's after you today. The exact reason. Bruh. The fearful coming stayed in my mind. You look pale. What's wrong? Are you listening? I can't deal with this right now. Wait! I flee from the lab. As we know, Chaos Child. What was her name again? I keep forgetting. Okay. Oh, it's Chaos Head. Is it Chaos Head? Yeah, Chaos Head. Characters. Yep. And Ayase Hishimoto. It's from the same company. Or aka Fez. Stage name Ayase Kishimoto. Yeah. Phantom. There we go. I did my research. So you don't have to. Alright. Oh. I don't particularly have a destination in mind. People look at this strangely. Shuffled on the streets, I imagine I must look like I crawled up from a grave. Soon I get fed up with the crowd. Around the station, I escape with the pedestrian overpass. I get halfway across the bridge, swat down the concrete. A giant screen, an UPX building and the advertising some gothic punk band. The ticket at the bottom displays today's weather forecast along with the date and time. I realize today is Friday the 13th. There's no way to get through today without Mayuri dying. It's already 5:30. 2 hours until the attack. The lights around Akiba Station turn on, one by one, as the sun sets. The moe might be gone from Akiba, but the area around the station is still posh as ever. I don't belong here. The bridge is sitting on has become a date spot for the couples. I see them standing here and there, gazing at the cityscape, with their arms wound around each other. Somehow they've never seemed to tire of the dull, unchanging scenery. What am I doing here? Mayuri's about to die. Hey, don't you think you're a little old to be sitting on the ground in public? I lift my head and see Kurusu standing there.
So this is where you went. I've been looking for you.
Christina.
What?
What time is it now?
5:38? Hey, if you have time to sit around, you can help me with the shopping.
Shopping? Oh, right. Preparations for the party. In the original timeline, I went shopping with Carissa in the UPX supermarket, and then we talked on the bridge just like now. It feels like a long ago. Back then, I had no idea what was about to happen.
Well, are you going to go along or not?
I sighed deeply. I don't believe what's going wrong with this time leap. However, Carissa, I keep my eyes lowered. That's the first time
you've said my name properly.
I feel her eyes on me. Help me. I can't save my ear alone. I realize that now. We're leaving today, again and again. Only a taste of the same despair each time has taught me only one important lesson. Alone, I am powerless. Alone, I have no hope. Help me.
Tell me what happened. I know you used the time leap machine.
What? I look up at the sunrise. Hers doesn't meet my stare. Instead, she leans on the guardrail and gazes down the plaza with her usual frown.
You get a phone call, and suddenly, you're like a different person. It was obvious.
I came from 3 hours in the future.
What happened?
They killed Mayuri. I lower my head, try to hold back the tears. Then I explained about Sir and Mark and about how Carissa herself activated a time leap machine and made this possible. I tell her about the previous sleeps. I explain that the world itself wants Mayuri dead, and I can't save her no matter how much I try. I keep talking for 30 minutes straight. During the time, Carissa hardly says a word. It's all my fault. I talked to Carissa, let me sort out everything I've done, everything I've seen. I should have just told Dara to... I shouldn't have told Dara to hack CERN. I shouldn't have asked you to build the time machine. I shouldn't have made work a lab member. Mayuri's death is all my fault. That's why I need to bear the burden myself. I was resolved to do whatever it took to save Mayuri. Never faltering, never giving up. And yet, my resolve was already crumbled.
If you know that Mayuri's gonna die, then what are you doing wasting time here?
Carissa's tone is haughty. This is how I sound when I'm playing Carissa. Kyo Kyoma. I just don't get it anymore.
What don't you get?
How to save Mayuri.
Based on what you said, I guess the chronological protection conjecture is true.
No matter what I do, Mayuri dies.
And that's why you keep time leaping? There's no guarantee that the time machine is safe, you know?
Carissa lowers her gaze and cups her chin, as she often does in assessing the problem.
Even if the machine works perfectly, repeated uses may have serious side effects. For example, you may become disconnected from causality itself. Cough, cough. You need to understand the risk if you're going to continue.
Disconnect from causality? Meaning?
It happens in all the time in sci-fi. You become trapped in the closed time loop, never aging, never dying, but doomed to repeat the same day for all eternity. Worst case, you may cease to exist entirely. Cough, cough.
What?
Every trace of your existence will vanish. Nobody will remember you because your life will have never happened. Leaping through time is that dangerous.
Humans are temporal beings. Carissa looks surprised.
Heidegger? I was thinking of that quote too.
I heard it from you first.
When?
This isn't the first time I've leaved.
Right, of course.
Skirsa squats next to me, thinking deeply.
If what you said is true, then I want to save Mayuri too. But as the co-creator of the time machine, I can recommend the continued use. Will you listen to my advice?
I can't do it alone. I know that now. I need your help. I have to save Mayuri. I can't do it alone. But together, we have a chance. What? I need to believe that. Please, lend me your strength. Ursa sighs.
You're such a stubborn fool. What you've been through, I'm surprised you haven't broken already.
Incredibly, she sounds concerned about me. Looks for a moment, turns away as she's embarrassed.
I'll help. Anyway, I'm doing it for Mayuri. I'm not doing this for you, okay?
Yeah, of course. Tsundere.
And I think you'd make a good test subject.
Now you're talking like CERN.
That's completely different.
How so?
I only experimented on you. Besides, mad scientists experiment on themselves all the time, don't they?
I guess. I'm no longer afraid of Time Leap. I'll do anything to save Mayuri.
It's just a joke. Don't take it so serious.
Kirusa stands up and looks at her watch.
There's not much time. I think you should have a clear plan before trying to change the future again.
Meaning?
Leap to even earlier time. Then explain the situation to me again.
Kirusa's right. My action so far has been almost entirely random, and look, everywhere has gotten me. I need a real plan, and I'm gonna save Mayuri.
Let's go.
Kirusa stretches out her hand. I grasp it and pull myself up. Daru, Mayuri are back, and returned to the lab. Suzuha is here too, to get rid of them. Kirusa and I explained we forgot to do shopping, so they please take care of it for us. We cough off the money and convince them to go, but it works.
I understand why they can't tell Mayuri, but why can't you tell Hashida?
I'll tell him when it's necessary.
You told he was the first person you told. Then you told Kirusu.
Legit, you told, hey, they're gonna kill Mayuri. I need you to dip. I was like, oh, okay.
He was the first person you told on the second time loop. You liar. Liar, lying liar. Liar, pants on fire. Lying Larry. Buck.
But now, I don't have time. Well, Kirusa sets up the time machine. I head downstairs to the Brawl Tune shop, kick the door open and turn the 42-inch CRT. And the more smoothly I anticipated, it's highly illegal, of course, but I leap along before the cops get here. Kirusa looks shocked when I return to the lab.
They'll throw you the timer for breaking and entering.
In a few seconds, it won't have happened. Kirusa just hands me the headgear and puts it on.
I see. That's how it looks from your perspective. What does it look like from my perspective? What happens here after you leave?
Honestly, I feel like it's a Subaru kind of ReZero kind of thing where like he goes back in time, like he dies, because like I feel like he gets left with brain damage, in the previous timeline that he leaped from, and then he just dies, and then everyone's like, ah! And then they have to, like, either they all die or something bad happens to them, and then they get held captive. But like Rintaro's fine because Rintaro's the main character and nothing ever happens bad to Rintaro. I don't like Subaru. Even if things go bad, just go back in time, woo, and then fix it. And then like when they did the what's it called? When he went through the trial and saw his past lives, they said, "Oh no, why did he die? What even happens?" And then he saw like every single time he died and then the consequences he caused. I'm like, damn, bro. That's deep. So that's what I think is happening in this scenario as well. Because there could only be one you at a time and you're replacing the other you and your current cognitive function. Basically, he becomes a vegetable in his...
To say hi, love Peeker.
Hey, how you doing, Aurora? Thank you for saying hi to me. I've been looking at you lurk for a while. I'm glad you said hi to me. We'll just... You'll know soon enough. My consciousness travels to the past that I know from experience. But what about the body I leave behind? Is the time a straight line? When it's likely that the present will be reconstructed based on the actions of my past. But...
Good. About to take a nap before work.
Oh, okay. Have a good nap. And good luck at work. After the stream is over, I'm taking a nap. Oh, yes, I'm doing good. Thank you very much. I had insomnia, so I couldn't sleep tonight. So I am doing a stream, get tired, and then go to sleep. Hopefully. Emphasis on hopefully. After the stream, I'm just gonna go take a little nap till like 5 hours, and then just wake up. Just go to have exercise, take a shower, do some more Overwatch streaming, you know? That's how it be. But in the Betty world's interpretation holds, and after I leave the world, we'll continue as if nothing happens. I used to be so fascinated by the structure of the universe, now I don't really care. All that matters is saving Mayuri. Curtis's finger stopped typing on the keyboard. What's wrong? It's nothing. I was just thinking. Maybe it works like D-mail. Instant we send the email, the present changes around us. Thanks to Ray and Steiner, only I remember what it was like before the change. That would make things easier. Though, I kinda hope you're wrong. Besides, because you can't collect data if you can't record the change. Exactly.
Please sleep well when you do.
Thank you. Oh, that's a cute little penguin. Sorry. But yeah, thank you. I'll be sleeping when I can. If I can. Kurisu nods and begins tinkering with her settings again. I'll set it to destination 5 hours ago. You should arrive at 1:40 p.m. I've completed the time leap machine. After 2. Do you remember? Barely. But Kurisu, it only happened 5 hours ago. Maybe it feels like weeks. Maybe it's been weeks. Nobody likes a man that can't remember dates. Be thankful that I made a habit of checking the time. I'm pretty good idea of what happened then. Kurisu finished typing and turns to face me. Listen, Okabe, if you're gonna keep using the time leap machine, there's one thing you must remember. Don't let go of your phone ever. If your timeline, your destination marker, as long as you keep it with you, you can leave to any time you want. But if you lose your phone, if someone else gets a hold of it, then if I leave it to that time, my memories would override theirs. I wouldn't want to imagine what happens next.
If it breaks or the battery dies.
Then I won't be able to leap to that time. If it breaks, then I can't get a new phone with the same number. But there will be a period of time which I can never leap.
That time leap will fail. Once again, never let go of your phone.
Got it.
After you leap back to this afternoon, just sit tight and don't do anything until I complete the time leap machine. If you accidentally prevent me from completing the time machine, it will likely wreak havoc to the timeline. As soon as we finish, declare that we will not experiment, then send everyone home. Ask me to stay, tell me the truth. If you say you came from the future, I'll probably believe you.
How do you know?
Who knows me better than myself?
Here's grins fatally and sets up after she was like, bro, they might have sent actual like bugs on the premises because they knew immediately that they were gonna do it. Bro, talk somewhere else. Go out of get out of the lab and like discuss this whole thing. The whole place is probably bugged with what's it called? Different surveillance equipment. There's no guarantee that it's not. And you know there's no guarantee that it's not. Because Moeka told you that she knows that they know as soon as they knew. So one, she was either eavesdropping when you said it, or two, it's bugged. Get it in your head. Lucy grins faintly and stands up after she's done typing.
Don't forget that it's my mad skills that turned the phone wave into a time leap machine. When you told me about your time leap, I took it as proof that my theories were right. I was happy it succeeded. It really was. I didn't doubt it was true for a second.
I see.
Just to be safe, I should probably give you a passphrase. What I want the most right now is my own fork.
What?
Does that mean anything, okay?
You want your own fork?
I already have my own spoon. Wait, that doesn't matter.
What does that mean?
Everything's ready. Now, let's get out of here.
I nod and call up the phone wave name subject to change.
Be careful, and remember, I'm always on your side.
Skittersu touches my shoulder, then steps away. Honestly, I feel like Suzuka would be more help. Considering she's from the future! Or technically, we're not supposed to know that yet. I lie back on the sofa with my phone in hand. Needles in my brain, the wine through my ears. The sensations never get any easier to endure. I look back at the clock, it's about 1:45. There's a high school baseball game on the TV. About 15 minutes. Girls will finish the timing machine. All I need to do is the final adjustments. There's nothing for me to do but wait. As the pain of the brain subsides, I realize that my head is throbbing. Why? Oh, I remember right before this. An argument with Mr. Braun in which I introduced his fist to my skull. My ears under sewing machine working on her costume. Downwards on this computer collecting more artwork with the internet. Caruso's in the development room upgrading the time loop machine. I sit motionless and minutes tick by. Suddenly the sound of sewing machine stops.
Akane, can you come here?
Mari shows me her costume.
Can you hold this for me? Spread it like fire.
Mari, say what again?
Flap.
I got a flap!
Stop Stop it, perv.
I followed by Yoshi's instructions to spread the costume out by the sleeves.
Okay, thanks.
She looks a little tired, but she's working on this costume all night. And she smiles brighter than the sun.
All done.
I said something here, didn't I? What was it? I can't remember.
I finished before Christian. We were racing. You win. My congratulations. But I'm finished too.
Kurusu finishes the connection to the cord she's holding.
Complete.
Alright, that's my cue. We're not experimenting.
Huh?
Crap, was that too soon?
I just finished and you're already shutting it down? What have I been doing the past 3 days?
Time leaping presents a host of problems. I want to consider them all carefully.
Huh? That's an unusual, respectable opinion coming from you. Problems? I thought it was done.
I'll explain later. Everyone's tired, so let's go home. We're not gonna have a party to celebrate? We'll do that another day. I managed to convince Tara and Mayuri to leave. I lent Mayuri my phone charger since we use the same brand of phone. Lisa tries to go home too, but I quietly keep her back.
What?
Are you upset?
Yeah.
Probably because I shut her down right as she finished the time leap machine. I fears we'll leave later, but only after she has the time to fully consider its implications. I came from 5 hours in the future. Lucia spears me with a piercing gal.
Is that supposed to be funny?
She narrows eyes and believes me. If believe me, looks can kill. Don't glare at me like that! She said right, you're supposed to believe me!
What made you think you'd believe something like that? You told me so 5 hours from now, okay? Don't be ridiculous. I would never make such a baseless projection. It's like I have a word from the future, Kurisu.
If this is going to how it be, then I'd have to leave no choice but to quote from the word. When I told you about my time that you said I took it as proof of my theories were right. I didn't doubt it was true for a second. Don't forget that it was my maths skills that turned the phone wave into a time leap machine.
I don't talk like that.
What you want the most right now is your own fork. Bez's face suddenly turns red. You already have your own spoon, apparently.
She said that? I'm gonna kill myself.
Oh my god, bro, chill! She apparently genuinely shocked for some reason, but I'm pretty sure she believes me now.
It feels like someone peeked into my heart, and that someone is Okabe of all people. What does she think it's going to do? But I think I believe you. Tell me the details.
I explain everything to Kurusu again. I'm able to organize and thoughts better since my second time.
I see. If what you say is true, then we have a serious problem.
And they're 5 hours into Mayuri's death. We need to come up with a plan before then.
Future me said that the chronological projection conjecture holds, but I don't think that's quite true. That conjecture says that according to quantum theory, time travel is impossible due to the danger of destructing causality. But when you time leaped, there's no chance of time travel paradox occurring.
Two of me don't exist at the same time, and I can't bring anything with me to the past. All the changes are memories stored in the temporal lobe, so at the very least, time leaping can't cause a grandfather paradox. So I was right. The universe itself is censoring me, correcting any chances I try to make.
If that's true, then time leaping can't save Mayuri. Nothing you do will change the result.
Why is this Kurusu completely different from the other Kurusu? That's what I want to know. It's strange. Is my other computer frozen? I can't accept that.
Neither can I. The world is trying to kill Mayuri. As a scientist, I refuse to believe that nonsense.
What about the many worlds interpretation? I just need to observe the worlds where Mayuri doesn't die.
That many worlds interpretation, there might be something to do with how Mayuri means of death keeps changing. But that's supposed to be impossible in a parallel world to observe each other. Why are you different?
Because of my Esper power reading Stein. This is no time for your Chirumbio nonsense. It's no other explanation.
You've mentioned that reading Steiner thing before. Were you actually serious?
Why would I make something like that up? Our team explorations have proved that I can somehow perceive changes in the timeline when they occur. It's an ability only I seem to possess.
I don't know, but I don't want to rely on something that may or may not exist. Anyways, you can't control which possibilities you observe. Even if the many worlds interpretation holds true, it's unreasonable to expect that you'd ever find a world where Mayuri doesn't die.
Wait, we're not getting anywhere. Instead of analyzing what I've done, let's think about what we can do.
Time leaping won't change the result. It's just that.
Then what am I going to do?
Calm down.
How can I calm down? Do you know how many times you've seen Mayuri die? Covered in blood, gasping for breath, the light fading from her eyes again and again and again. And all I could do was watch. I watched her teeth grinding in her skull, recalling the despair and feeling of utter powerlessness. Makes me want to lash out at everything within reach.
Getting emotional won't solve anything.
You're the one calm because you weren't there.
That's true. I don't know what happens 5 hours from now. To be honest, I don't feel real at all. But it's not like I don't believe you. You have to stay strong, Okabe.
Kirisu pats my arm. Her hand is warm and her touch is gentle. Oh, American of her. Sorry. He's right. Getting emotional won't solve anything. I need to calm down. Calm down. What I don't understand is how the cause can change, but the effect will stay the same. It's like causality itself is broken.
Maybe Kirimoe Schooner isn't the real cause of her death. Maybe it's something larger and less obvious. For example, maybe she dies because we invented the time machine. Or maybe CERN discovered our hanking. If that's the cause, then it doesn't really matter how she dies, causality remains intact.
Can that theory explain why Naya pushed her in front of the train?
Oh, right. Anyway, the principle of causality is absolute. Deny that, and you would deny all physics. There must be a distant cause for Mayuri's death. So,
if we figure out what it is, the baby could save her.
Not necessarily.
What do you mean?
The problem is the causality effect occurred. And it happens too far in the past, and there's nothing we could do.
But I could travel in time. I had a phone call, can't I?
No, it's still theoretical, but I believe that one time leap with our machine has a maximum range of 48 hours.
48 hours? I can only go back 2 days. Why didn't you tell me that before?
Before? But I just finished the time leap machine. Remember?
That's true. Future, you didn't say anything about it either.
Oh, so that's what you meant. Maybe she just didn't have the chance.
So, how can I... Only 48 hours.
I don't know. Even I don't understand everything that's going on inside that thing. But you can only consecutively leaps. That is, as long as the time leap machine exists. For example, if the time leap remains functional for 10 straight years, you can leap back to the moment 10 years from now. Of course, If there's a total of 1825 leaps, so I don't recommend it. Still, it's theoretically possible.
Then what's the problem?
Weren't you listening? I said as long as the time leap machine exists. When was the time leap machine completed? Exactly. An hour now. August 13, 2010. 2 p.m. or the route. It didn't exist before then. It's impossible to use the time machine before 2 p.m. today.
So, what you're saying is, counts 48 hours back? I can't go back further than 2 p.m. on the 11th? Kirsu nods and her expression's grave.
Most likely.
Can't you prove it?
Eventually, maybe, but certainly not now. I'd need a real laboratory with real equipment. It would be expensive, which means we'd need sponsors. And if we go looking, I'm pretty sure CERN would crush us. I'd say it's proven by the fact that neither you nor I have left from here to the far future yet. So, basically.
We can't do anything. If with the time loop machine, we can't stop CERN from getting married 5 hours from now? Oh fuck, that I hear sound from outside the window. What? Is it Mocha? Did she overhear us? I touched the window, look down the street. Suzuha. Her bicycle's falling over and she's scurrying to pick it up. Our eyes meet. Huh? Why does she look so pale? Her lips move slightly. She's whispering something. I can't make it out here. Hey! Call out to Suzuha and she leaps her bike and zips away. It's acting strange. I smell a conspiracy. Marco was a spy. Could Suzuha be the same? It's dangerous to trust anyone. Suzuha has exhibited strange behavior, though not as much as Marco has. She's openly hostile towards Karusu, and she was able to take down CERN's hit squads single-handedly. I wonder if she's missing father of hers really exists. Could it be John Titer who's posting on the internet? What is the meaning of this Barrow Titer? Instincts tell me that she knows something. I dash out to the lab.
Hey, where are you going?
I don't know. I don't have much chance of catching her by foot. I have to try. Something going on here. It's a completely new sequence of events. According to my memories of the future, Suzuha is supposed to remain at the Brawn 2 shop till 6:30 this evening. But when she overheard me talking to Caruso, she suddenly took off in the bats like hell. This has to mean something.
And I will end it here. I'll see you guys next time. Let me save this. Savety save. Where is the save? Save new data. Yes. I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Have a good day, have a good night, have a good morning, and have do all you can to stay alive. Bye bye. And see you later. 3, 2, 1.